Odin stopped her from following us. So the first time that we're actually using one of these doors, so we're going to use it to escape all the way back. So that's where we need to go. Let's go all the way back to Brock's shop on the Realm Bridge.
Look at this place. This must be a branch of the World Tree.
Boy, stay on the path.
Right, I know.
We were warned we should never dive off the edge of the doors between worlds.
And won.
Yes.
One of Odin's sons. Thor's
We'll
brother.
test that a
Now he's
little
hunting us with
ways
nephews.
down the road.
Why is this happening?
But until then,
Raise the head, you can ask
you just basically have to keep running and moving and listening to this chatter until a door appears. And it will. It just takes a little bit of time. Kind of a clever way to hide a loading screen, essentially.
My kind. Now is not the time for that.
Ooh, there it is.
Rock! Rock! Rock!
What? I'm on a fucking break. Don't hear me screeching at you whenever you're twiddling your short and curlies.
Leave him, boy.
No, Fat. Well, you already soiled my solitude, so you may as well join me.
You're not hungry.
Good. It's not what I was offering.
It looks like the most unappetizing KFC ever, but yes, Joy Boy, it does. It does rather look like a, maybe not a chicken wing as such, but a deep fried something or other.
Little canker throat wouldn't know proper weight and balance if it were dangling off his chut. You eating well enough?
I guess.
Good. All better. Now what the fuck else you want, huh? Times he gets so wrapped
Oh,
up
I
in
do
his
like
work
Brock.
century, he hasn't
He is a
sense
cool
to super
character.
suck. And if he does,
Right,
good luck
let's
getting him to
see. Let's
Guess
see
I got
if we
all
can
the
do some
stomach in the family.
upgrades.
You along with
I
the
would
smarts.
kind of like to improve
What, that spit fister?
our
What do you
armor.
know?
I just mean
Hey, do you mind?
Is
Trying to
it worth it?
concentrate here, already
Probably
on a
not,
break
but
from my
do you know
break.
what? Let's do it. Let's improve the stats of the armor that we're wearing. Oh, that really doesn't seem worth it for +1 strength and +4 defense, but it is going to help. It is. In such a minor way, but it will help. This is why I didn't want to waste hack silver on the earlier weapons, the earlier armor, sorry, because this armor is just generally better. Yeah, we will at some point upgrade to purple armor and then gold armor,
Always a
but
pleasure. Now fuck right along.
we're going to be coming into some pretty heavy fights in the not too distant future. The two fellas that were accompanying Balder at the top of the mountain when they were talking to Mimir, they're pretty gnarly.
Boy, what is the path back to the
Yeah,
witch?
it's gonna be that's
First
gonna
we
be a
need to
tough
find
fight.
out.
So I don't mind using the upgrades at this stage to assist us getting through that. So back in the boat.
From here.
that way. Behind the big statue of Thor.
Once Mimir is alive again, Mimir will tell us stories as we travel around in the boat. Until that stage, you know, doesn't really do much of anything if I
Mom's war?
commentate over the
Her
top of it.
family was decimated by hostile rivals, and she alone survived. She walked the warrior's path, but her war was to live on, to brave an unforgiving world alone.
And that's why she asked Sindri and Brock to make her the axe?
She had the strength to wield such a weapon, and the wisdom to use it for good. She found purpose in protecting the weak.
So, she'd help out the elves?
No.
So yeah, we still do get some tidbits from the from Kratos and Atreus while we're traveling in the boat, but when Mimir, spoiler alert, becomes alive again, he's got a lot of stories to tell. As he kind of explained earlier, he knows and sees everything. So he knows what's going on in the world, even if we don't. And he's got a lot of stories to tell. You get a lot of lore from just stopping and listening to him as you're sailing around.
And the serpent rose. Right. I knew that.
He was indeed, yeah. As he kind of explained earlier, he was the ambassador to pretty much every living creature on Earth, or rather on Midgard.
She seems competent in her craft. And we
So
have nothing to lose.
he's really well informed, Mimir.
Can we keep the head?
No. But you may feed it to the fish.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to open up some of these areas now. Odin often contacted Mimir for advice in the mythology. Not something I was aware of. There's certainly a lot of things that I could learn more about in terms of Norse mythology, and it sounds like the book that you recommended earlier, Joy Boy, is going to be really interesting. Thank you for letting me know about that. I will absolutely be having a look at it. Because this is a world I absolutely adore. It's really interesting. Ooh. And now you see that once you've got a couple of abilities, those switches are not so much of a problem. Well, the book I recommended earlier in the stream is mostly centered around God of War specifically, but there are some good Norse mythology books. Yes, no, for sure. The choices of what mythology to include in this game is certainly limited. I would imagine it's mostly because they want to try and save some of that stuff for future games, but yeah, it's really interesting. Okay, we have the complete Muspelheim cipher, so we could go to the realm of lava and start trying to do it. If you want to, sure, why not? Well, the reason why not is because it is really difficult at this stage. Yeah, the gym. Muspelheim is what gets you ready for new game. It is a training session. You're absolutely right, Joy Boy.
Guess the gods aren't welcome.
It's hardcore. Like some of the earlier sections of it are doable. Difficult, but doable.
There he is.
At this
I only
stage,
remember
but
stuff.
yeah, when you get to like stage 3 and beyond, oof, we are not prepared for that. Right now, we will be. I'm going to save that all for post story. I will be going through all of Muspelheim, and in fact, Joy Boy, you might know. Well, you seem to know a lot more about this game, or can recall a lot more about this game than I can. What's the name of the other realm, the Maze Bridge area? Oh, that's why he's not doing it. I'm shooting it with the wrong arrow. There we go.
Look here.
Hold on.
Yeah, the constantly changing misty realm. If you can remember what that's called, I will be eternally grateful, because it's just eluding me right now. Niflheim, thank you. Yes, Niflheim. Muspelheim and Niflheim,
What
they
is
are
that name?
really
That's what he told me
like
it was.
some of the most
My head in.
fun post-game content I have played in a game in forever. Oh no, I loved Niflheim. I can understand why you feel that way. But no, I absolutely love those two realms. Oh yeah. That's one of the reasons why it's so enjoyable. It gives you fantastic armor. Yeah, you do Muspelheim to get ready for Niflheim, and then when you do Niflheim, that gives you the armor that you've been wasting the entire game for.
That was difficult.
It's they're different kinds of challenges. They're just different. I found them equally fun, but I
does
can
it
totally
say?
understand why
Sir.
Niflheim is
Death to the
not
Raven
for
Lord.
everybody.
Lord of the Hanged.
I totally get it.
Here we go.
So Atreus did say at the beginning of the game that the woods felt different, and well, now there's even these Draugr in the Witch's Woods. The world is definitely changing. If they can get even here.
Father, you're almost dead.
Well, thank you for that interesting tidbit, Atreus. I hadn't noticed that my health was near the point of no return. So we're not going to be able to do this chest right now, because as you can see behind it there is this orb thing that we can't really do anything with right now. That's a problem for down the line, so I'll just ignore it for now. Yeah, I don't even know why I ran all the way down there, because again, it's related to... Oh, that's worth doing though. Okay, got another of Odin's ravens there, which now makes me think I actually missed what, like, I even said in commentary, oh, there's another raven, then got attacked by something, and then completely forgot about it. Never mind. As I say, I do intend for this this series of streaming to kind of cover
So good to
literally
see
everything
you.
in the game, so
knew
we
you
will
were
get to
dead.
that.
Hello.
Oh, can you bring a head back to life?
Oh no, I totally
sure
agree
I
with you, Joy
understand.
Boy. It's
Wait.
the equivalent
Where
of
did you get those?
AC2's
Give
feathers
them to me,
and
now.
things of that
They were a
ilk.
gift.
Do as
It's
she says, boy.
it's the least fun part of the game.
These arrows are
And that
dangerous.
is precisely why I've never
Wicked.
done it before.
You find any more, you destroy them, understand? Do you understand? Say it!
I understand. If I see them, I'll destroy them.
It's all I ask. Forgive me. Please, take my arrows in their place. I have no need for them anymore. Now, what's this about a head? Do you have any idea who this is? Did you kill him?
At his request. He claimed you could revive him.
Me? Are you sure?
Not
you
only are
heard him
the
right?
platinum trophies for this game pretty simple,
Please?
they're also pretty fun as well. There's
Take him to the table.
there's never a stage
Hey,
where you go, oh god, why am I doing this?
It's been a long time since
With
I've
the
practiced
exception of
the old
Odin's
magic.
Ravens.
Hold him there.
Everything else
Let's
is
have a look.
really, really fun.
Well,
It's very
thankfully
enjoyable.
his head hasn't decayed much and his brain is still
Like
intact.
a lot of games, it just kind of
Nice
tells
clean
you
cut.
to go and do really menial
Cutting
tasks
off
that
his head of all people.
bore the arse off of
I sure
every
hope you know what
person
you're
that
doing.
tries to platinum
Now,
a
hold
game.
his head under the water and don't let go. I mean it.
But this game doesn't really do that, with the exception of Odin's Ravens. You have to do a backflip off Mount Everest.
That's enough.
Well, that sounds kind of cool, but also rather tedious.
It worked.
Let me see him. Mimir? You there?
Yes.
Good.
Oh. Hello, Freya. Been a long time. You look well.
What I did for them. As far as I'm concerned, death suits you better.
I'd bow if I could, Your Majesty. Forgive me. Had I known the witch in the woods was Freya herself, I never would have suggested this.
Freya? The goddess Freya?
You didn't know either? Sorry.
When word gets out that Mimir is free, the wrath of Odin won't be far behind.
You are God.
Leader of the Vanir, once yes, but no longer.
You did not think it important to tell me.
Are you really going to lecture me about that?
We are leaving, boy.
But
Now.
You're welcome.
why did you do that?
We cannot trust her.
Because she's a god?
Or have I taught you nothing, boy?
But she's helped us a lot.
She lied.
Some people value their privacy. Best not to judge, brother.
When I require your council head, I will ask.
Fair enough. Get me to Tyr's temple in the Lake of the Nine, and I'll get you to Jotunheim as promised.
We know the temple. What's there?
Only the last living giant in Midgard. Who better to tell us the way?
The world serpent? Wait, do you know how to talk to him?
Indeed. He speaks an obscure tongue more ancient even than these mountains. None are left in Midgard who speak it. Except, of course, for me.
You do?
It's true. You wouldn't know it to look at him, but Jormungandr is a sparkling conversationalist.
So there were a lot of things underneath the witch's hut that we ignored earlier because we just couldn't access them. There's a couple of things. Well, there's a couple of things that I think we can do now. So I'm going to do just a couple of things underneath here. Again, it's mostly going to be hack silver and runes and things like that. It's not going to be big game-changing aspects, but yeah, we'll take the time out to collect some of these things now. Oh, we found another mask, so another collectible. Yeah, we can't do anything with this because we don't have the weapon to deal with it just yet. Fans of the original trilogy will know what weapon I'm talking about. So in fact, the only thing we can get now is the thing that we could have got earlier. So, soft Svartalheim steel, which is pretty much useless at this stage. We've been collecting loads of hard Svartalheim steel. So, I should have just done it earlier. But never mind. Yeah, Joyboy, wink, wink. It's not far away now. It really isn't far away. We'll be getting the second weapon very soon. It does come with a horrible consequence, but oh no, let's leave it at that. I was on the verge of giving some hints away as to how and why we might have to collect our original weapon.
So, Mimir, why did Freya spit in your face?
No. Speak of Baldur. He claims nothing harms him.
Aye, Baldur is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
Boasting of a god. Everyone has a weakness.
Not him, I'm afraid. Baldur is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
You just said that, Mimir.
Did I?
What is the source of this power?
Well, as I recall, it involved, a spell?
Mimir?
Parts of my brain must still be coming back to life. Just need a moment to finish waking up.
Hope he's not broken.
So, as mentioned earlier, Mimir does give us a lot of kind of
Perfect.
cool
Dock us near the
tidbits
bridge.
about the lore and the game and things that have happened that Kratos might not be aware of, but Atreus has possibly learnt from his mother. Though of course Mimir is a better source of information, being the all-seeing, all-knowing
How do we
kind
speak
of
to the serpent?
god that he is.
There's a horn on a platform at the middle point of the bridge. Take me to it.
And just in case you haven't noticed it, for those of you who haven't played, there is Mimir. He's sat on our right butt cheek. So, we need to meet a giant in order to find out the rune to get to Jotunheim in order to spread the ashes. Who's the giant? Well, there's one.
Why is he doing that?
Odin had that statue made in honor
You
of
did your
Thor.
best job of hiding the
Absolutely abhors the
hiding the spoiler in that there, Joy Boy.
Doesn't that hurt?
I mean, at this stage, the game's been out for what, 3 or 4 years. Probably people watching this are not unfamiliar with it, but kudos for trying to hide the hide the spoiler.
No. Our only concern is Jotunheim.
Right, wish me luck.
I've still got it, lads. He remembers me. Why you? Oh, no, that's not right.
No problem. It was relatively well hidden. Only people. Well, no, I won't even say that. That's a spoiler. But no, you did a good job of keeping it quiet there.
He Ethnium Folklore. Curious.
What is it?
Oh, nothing to be concerned about.
What is he doing?
Making sure we're headed in the right direction. Listen closely now. We need two things to get us into the land of the giants. First, we need to learn the travel rune that opens realm travel to Jotunheim. Second, we need to carve that rune into the special gateway.
That one of the peak where we first met you?
Correct. Except the giants, in their infinite wisdom, saw to it that no ordinary chisel would do the job. Only the tip of a magical chisel opens that gate. Luckily, I know where it is, and it's not far.
You looked kind of mad for a moment there.
Now that, you thought I said you were friends of Odin. You'll forgive me. I've never spoken the ancient tongue sober.
Wait, look! The water's dropped even further. You can see more of the realm towers and statues. I even see new places to explore along the shore.
Where is this chisel?
Find me a boat, and we'll go from there.
Okay, so we've kind of fully opened the world map now. Every area is now accessible, so you can see that there's those kind of shores along the. In fact, there's a Raven of Odin as well. I very much doubt that we'll be able to hit it. Oh no, that's just a normal seagull. Never mind. But yeah, there is tons of places to go and explore now that we've opened up the full world map. We may go and do things as and when we find them, but until such a point as we have all of the abilities that we need, I'm going to try and ignore it, because the chances are we'll go to an area and go, oh yes, let's go and explore this. Oh no, we don't have the things that we need to explore it properly, and we'll have to come back here. So I'd rather just wait until we have the abilities that we need.
Keep rowing towards the statues of the oarsmen, then thread past between them.
For now, let's just plow ahead with the story.
Mimir, you never did tell me why Freya spit in your face.
Well, she blames me in large measure for her present circumstances, and not totally without reason. It all goes back to the long war between the Aesir and Vanir. Prior to that, wars for the Aesir were easily won, but the Vanir had proved their equal and exacted devastating damage. Both sides suffered tremendous losses, and for many of us, quite frankly, war was simply no fun anymore. But a rather senseless waste of precious life. Wouldn't you agree, brother?
Enough. No stories. Not while on foot. Our focus is the road.
Completely understand. I'll finish later, lad.
You were taken from this realm too early.
So here we have one of the kind of world
My
quests.
beloved Gulvig calls to me. She yearns for peace, yet her remains lie in pieces. I beg of you, make my Gulvig whole again.
You want us to collect her bones? Gross.
Gulvig's Sather magic knows no bounds. She can reunite you with those you've lost.
Really? How?
Boy.
I can smell your grief, child. Rest assured, her magic is strong enough to create bridges between life and death. If only for a short while.
Boy, we are leaving.
They've taken 3 of Sweet Gulvig's bones and spread them across the lake. Bring me her bones, child. Gulvig will reward you.
So that's something we will do eventually. Again, we're aiming for 100% with this playthrough. Yeah, not a concern for us right now.
special chisel is ahead past this gate.
Oh dear. Oops. Oh, we've got some of the Alpine fellas here for some unknown, unexplained reason. That's okay. It's not ideal because, as you all learned from my last my last session, rather, I absolutely detest this enemy. Oh, there he goes, throwing them. He doesn't seem to like them either. Ah, rage. Oh, damn it. Oh no, I think I've just screwed myself. Okay, at least the troll's down. That's fine.
I did okay. Yeah?
Adequate.
Okay, there we go. So the gate is open. So let's go and get ourselves back in the boat.
This chisel we seek, what is it?
I'm glad you asked, actually. I have just the story for you. There was a giant once named Famu. A very giant, who, despite his mountainous size, was without question the greatest stonemason.
Just so you know, drive through those little chests, or what's the word I'm looking for?
Perhaps the father had too much fear in him, or the son too little. Either way, the quarrel of the earth spiraled out of control, and the overworked stonemason...
Barrel. Good lord, how could I not think of the word barrel? Thank you, Joy Boy. Dearie me. Yes, ride through those barrels so that you can break them open, and they will give you a little bit of pack silver.
One person who didn't want to meet alone that night, so far from home.
And what happened next?
You'll see.
So we're making our way to find the first part of our entrance into Jotunheim, and that is the chisel of a giant. And although we've been told that although not all giants are of gargantuan size, those knuckles
A dangerous beast. We will take
seem to tell you differently. But until we deal with these, we'll worry about it a little bit later. They're very difficult to parry, and they're also very difficult to range as well. Don't get carried away like I just did. Especially when they get into their kind of second mode. Like this guy is now. Yeah, their second mode, they'll kind of grow red claws, and they become much more dangerous. So just be aware.
Magically sealed, I'm afraid.
We can't get through there just yet. We will do very, very soon. But yeah, it's always just worth marking them on the map. Okay, so we blew that up a little bit, but it didn't really do the trick. So let's drag it round to the right first. Blow it up again so that we can get this chest.
His idea.
In the God of War podcast, it was explained that after this giant fell to the ground after being killed by Thor, the Force added new mountains to Midgard's terrains. Joy Boy, you are a fountain of knowledge. Thank you very much for being here. I very much enjoy the fact that you are adding to the experience of my playthrough. It's very much appreciated, so thank you. Bada bing, bada boom! Once again, let's go through the ice. Oh no, the thanks is all mine.
Oh, Thamur was a frost giant. When he died, his final breath froze everything.
Got another one of these doors here, so again, let's just mark it on the map. Correct way is up there. That's where we came from. Yeah, okay. Let's just keep going for now. Grab this chest before we go the right way. Again, always just check. There's normally some useful stuff. We just picked up a chest piece. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm fairly certain that I can't show you right now because it's in an FMV, but okay, now let's have a look. So the piece it just gave us, yeah, it's gonna lower our strength, massively increase our runic, but again, my worry is strength. That's what I focus on. Does it mean it's the right way? Absolutely not. But that's the way I tend to prefer the game. these werewolves are particularly deadly. Always worth being wary of them.
I felt that one, brother.
Okay, 1 down. And 2 down.
The apple doesn't fall far.
They are rather tricky, so do just be careful of them. Okay, back up to full health, which is obviously lovely. Oh dear, we have... I forget what these are called, but golems. Well, yeah, they are golems. Oh, they are tricksy though. They also provide some materials that we absolutely need for item upgrades, or rather kind of like gear upgrades. So definitely not worth passing by. Not done a single piece of damage to him yet because I keep throwing poorly. There we go.
Nightmare, sir. What awful pain.
Hey, doing pretty well. Pretty well. I must admit, they've kind of made it very easy for me by getting caught on the graphics. I got very, very lucky there.
This is the last one. I can help out more if you want. Just let me know.
Okay, sweet. Oh, we have a rune chest over here, as indicated by the runes on top. So, let's have a look. These runes are less easy to kind of explain. There we have an R on its side, and that's completed one of the runes. As we can see, it's gone dormant there. Let's have a look around, try and find the next one. So, ooh. Light that up, but it actually needs one of the red explosive rocks to fully release it, so we'll have a look for one of those as we're traveling around. More health, don't need that. There's a red rock, so let's go and do that immediately. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's get a trace to read that little bit of runic writing there. And where does this blue crystal go?
For the fishermen. For that they loved and worshipped him here.
Tell you what, let's put it down for now. We'll come back to the blue crystal. Oh, that's where it goes. Okay, we found it. Before we do that, you can see that we've got one of these spinning walls that we've already seen. We know the mechanic of this. Hello, Roy. He's back. Back again. Tell a friend. Okay, so this one is a little bit more difficult to... a little bit more difficult to hit. There we go. It also retreats much quicker. Okay, I'm going to try and show this whilst also actually doing what it requires me to do. There it is. Throw. You can see it just goes, whoop, hello, and then disappears down beneath the ground again. I don't know if that was the hit that it required. Let's find out. Nope. So we need to hit it one more time. Hello. Ah, missed. Ah. Come on. There we go. It's an E shape and the E shape has disappeared. Excellent. R on its side, E shape over there. We need to find one more rune. We do need the crystal to be there. So, where did I leave it? There it is. Ah, okay. Now this one is not a fighting void, as was seen in a previous episode where I absolutely got my arse handed to me. This one is items, so you can go into that one. That one's fine. We're still missing this third Nornir item though. We've got one there, the other one here. So logic would dictate that the final one is in this region over here. I just don't know where because I've not seen it yet. Oh, there is. Oh, I just saw it. So, first of all, we need to blow up those red crystals, which is over here. Let's run the red crystal over. Throw it in. Boom! Arrow up. Did that do it? Where was the chest? Always useful to try and remember where the thing that you're trying to unlock actually is. Oh good lord, where's it gone? Oh, it was under here, wasn't it? Yes, there we go. So everything's open now. And what do we get? Mark of the Ranger. Increased damage of all axe throws by 6%. Stacks up to 18% max. I use axe throws a lot. And that is a kind of passive thing that just happens. As opposed to something that I actually have to equip. So, booyah! Lovely stuff. Okay, we can put enchantments into these items now for some reason that we couldn't do before, but okay, let's... ours is not to question why. Let's just plug these with some enchantments. Oh, the waste has already got some. No, it doesn't. There we go. Defense, runic, vitality, runic, luck. Do you know what? I'm going to pop it into luck. So we've got a little bit of that. I can't remember what luck does exactly, other than make things more likely to drop. But yeah, we'll go with luck for now. Okay, where are we up to? 10 o'clock. Well, 3 hours seems like a good place to knock things on the head. I'm going to very quickly just get us into the most appropriate place to start the next session, which will be through here. Oh, here we go. Can't just give me an easy turn, can it? Get down. So we'll get through here and... oh lord, that is a giant. That's a giant if ever I saw a giant. The tip of his nose is bigger than we are. He is...
how are we getting down there?
enormous.
I have a plan.
You do?
Do not act so surprised.
No offense, brother, but I don't even think Thor with Mjolnir in hand could get through that much ice.
Then Thor is a fool.
This should be entertaining.
Boy.
Right.
Okay, I think we kind of have to do this fight, assuming I can do this fight. And then, yeah, we'll probably knock it on the head after this. Oop. Oop. Oh wow, these enemies have got 3 health bars. That's lovely, isn't it? This is what I was talking about before. Like, yes, the character models are repetitive, but each character each variety of enemy has distinct attacks and abilities, which is why it didn't bother me too much that they they all kind of look the same because they all play differently. And it's being able to notice those differences and figure out how it is that you're supposed to defeat them. Oh, I'm gonna jinx myself by saying this, but now that I've got the abilities that I always wanted to have, it seems as though the game is going far more smoothly. And now, of course, because we're facing an ogre, it's gonna go, no, you were wrong. Oh, now you've got 2 ogres. Now you're screwed. Oh, loads of ogres and still loads of small enemies. Oh, this is going to be a battle and a half. Let's try and take down the small ones first. Absolutely use and abuse the range. Ooh, oh dear. So I use my runic ability, but to my detriment, by losing more than half my health. Okay, let's... Oh, I picked up the rage by accident. Rage, okay. Time to make use of a bit of it. All of it. This guy's nearly down. In fact, that guy's below half. Do you know what? I'm going to tempt fate and say I fancy my chances here. Because these guys are slow. And I'm just absolutely using and abusing the rain. Ah, no. There we go. Oof. So let's use this ogre by smashing him in the face to kill that ogre, which is down, and this one is going down now. As I say, once you get those abilities later on in game, life becomes decidedly easier. And I mean, it's partly to do with the fact that you've kind of got used to the mechanics of the game as well. That can't be dismissed. But yeah, some of the later game abilities do just... It just changes things, you know?
Oh, hey! You again! Come on up!
Let me up then, Sindri.
Wow, that was something, that fight. Here, catch. Well, that was a waste of a perfectly good hour.
How were you not seen? There is nowhere here to hide.
Oh, that. It's a little trick my people can pull. A special way of not being seen.
You can be invisible?
More like I can step into the realm between realms. And your mind doesn't understand what it's seeing, so it sees nothing at all. That's how we avoid ever having to actually use the weapons we craft. It doesn't seem to work on dragons, though.
Your brother wanted to know if you're getting enough to eat. I guess I could tell him you are.
Brock was asking about me? Was there meat on his breath? You let him touch this again. Come on, then.
So that's how Brock was in the temple right after the water drop. He stepped between realms.
Okay, now shush. I need complete silence for this. There you go.
Boom. New axe upgrade. Okay, so our objective next time we pick this up is pretty much up there. Or is it up there? Can't quite remember. Well, in fact, yeah, it's over there. That chisel, which is in this giant's head, we need to take a piece of it out of the chisel.
But how do we move forward?
Pretty sure that's going to require us to be up here, though. I forget how it all works now, but yeah, we've got a lot of climbing to do. So we need to get this piece of the chisel, and we need to get the rune from the world serpent. But that's it for this evening. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you're enjoying the content, please remember to follow me on Twitch. And yeah, if you're interested, this will be on repeat in YouTube as well. So I'll be uploading it there at a later